welcome back to the channel. Rare Coins Collections. If you're passionate about discovering valuable and rare coins, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a specific coin that's been quietly making waves in the numismatic world, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin with a mint mark. You may be wondering, how could a penny, a coin worth just 1 cent, be worth anything significant? Well, let me tell you, this particular penny has a lot more going for it than meets the eye. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this coin is more than just a regular penny and how it could be worth thousands, if not tens of thousands, of dollars. Let's begin by breaking down the basic features of the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin. As with most Lincoln pennies, the design features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. The portrait, created by Victor David Brenner, has been on the penny since 1909. Above Lincoln's head, you'll see the words, "In God We Trust," while "Liberty" is inscribed to the left, and the year, 1980, appears just below Lincoln's bust. Now, if we flip the coin over to the reverse side, we see the iconic Lincoln Memorial, which has adorned the back of the penny since 1959. The memorial is a symbol of strength, freedom, and unity for the United States, and beneath it, you'll find the inscription United States of America and the words E pluribus unum. The word 1 cent appears at the bottom of the coin, indicating its denomination. Simple yet meaningful, this coin design represents the nation's rich history. So, what sets the 1980 Lincoln penny apart from the rest? Well, while it may seem like an ordinary penny at first glance, there are a few things that can make it highly valuable in certain circumstances. Just like other coins, the 1980 Lincoln penny can be worth much more than its 1 cent face value, depending on a couple of key factors: the mint mark, the condition of the coin, and any errors that may have occurred during production. Let's talk about errors first. Minting errors are one of the most important things to look for when evaluating a coin's potential value. In the case of the 1980 Lincoln penny, there are a few errors that can make the coin worth much more than its intended value. One of the most common and valuable errors found in the 1980 Lincoln penny is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once, causing the design to appear doubled. The most noticeable places to look for double die errors are in the date or the word Liberty. If you examine the year 1980 carefully, you might notice a slight doubling effect, making the numbers appear thicker or out of alignment. Similarly, the word Liberty might appear to have a doubled or blurred look. These types of errors are highly sought after by collectors because they are rare and can dramatically increase the coin's value. Another error to watch for in the 1980 Lincoln penny is the off-center strike. An off-center strike occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be shifted off to one side. This can result in a coin that has a portion of the design missing or a portion that is cut off. Off-center strikes are considered quite rare and can be very valuable, especially if they are noticeable and dramatic in their misalignment. Finally, it's important to look for any signs of a repunched mint mark. Repunched mint marks are a result of the mint mark being struck more than once during the minting process. This can cause a doubled or misaligned mint mark, which can be a valuable error for collectors. If you have a 1980 penny with a repunched mint mark, it could be worth more than a standard 1980 penny without the error. Now, why is the 1980 Lincoln penny so valuable? The main reason lies in its rarity. While these pennies were minted in large quantities, finding one with a minting error in good condition is not easy. Coins that have been in circulation for decades have often experienced wear and tear, which lowers their value. However, coins that are well preserved and free from damage can command significantly higher prices. Minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, only add to the rarity and appeal of this penny, making it a prized find for collectors. The 1980 Lincoln penny also holds historical significance. During this time, the U.S. economy was going through some changes, and the coin itself serves as a reminder of this era. Coins like the 1980 Lincoln penny are always in demand because they offer a glimpse into the country's history and the changes it has undergone. Now, let's talk about how to spot a valuable 1980 Lincoln penny. the first thing you should do is check the mint mark. The 1980 penny could have been minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. The Philadelphia minted coins, which have no mint mark, are generally more common, but the Denver and San Francisco coins can be more rare, depending on the condition and any potential errors. Next, examine the coin for any signs of minting errors. Carefully inspect the date, 1980, and the word Liberty for any doubling, which could indicate a double die error. Look for any noticeable off-center strikes, where part of the coin's design is missing or misaligned. Finally, check the mint mark for any signs of being repunched or misaligned. If you notice any of these errors, it's time to pay extra attention to the condition of the coin. Speaking of condition, the next thing to look for is the overall quality of the coin. A 1980 Lincoln penny that is in mint or near mint condition is going to be worth far more than one that has been heavily circulated. If the coin shows little to no signs of wear and the details are still sharp and clear, then it's likely in great condition, which can significantly increase its value. So, here's the exciting part: how much is the 1980 Lincoln penny worth? If you find one with a minting error or one that's in excellent condition, it can be worth anywhere from $4,100 to $98,000. That's right, $4,100 to $98,000, depending on the rarity and condition of the coin. Can you imagine finding a penny like that? It's incredible how much value a small piece of currency can hold. So, if you've got a 1980 Lincoln penny in your collection, or if you come across one while searching through your change, be sure to take a closer look. It could be worth a lot more than you think. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever found a rare or valuable coin in your collection? Maybe you have a 1980 Lincoln penny that could be worth thousands of dollars. Drop a comment below and let me know about your coin hunting experiences. I'd love to hear from you. Today, we're diving into a specific coin that has a rich history and incredible potential for collectors: the 1961 Lincoln 1-cent coin. It might seem like just another penny from the past, but this particular coin holds a lot of surprises. If you're a collector or simply curious about the value of coins from different eras, you're in for a treat today. So, let's take a closer look at this 1961 Lincoln penny and explore what makes it unique and valuable. First off, if you're familiar with the Lincoln cent, you know that this design has been around for a long time. The obverse, front, side of the coin features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, making it a powerful symbol of American history. The words, "In God We Trust," appear above Lincoln's head, while "Liberty" is inscribed to the left, and the year of minting, 1961, appears just below his portrait. Now, if we flip the coin over to the reverse side, we see the familiar Lincoln Memorial, which has been featured on the back of the penny since 1959. The memorial stands as a tribute to the great man himself, with "United States of America" inscribed along the top and "E Pluribus Unum" below. In the center, we find the words, 1 cent, signifying the denomination of the coin. This simple, yet powerful design is part of what makes the 1961 Lincoln penny so historically significant and cherished by collectors. But what makes the 1961 Lincoln penny stand out? Why is this coin particularly valuable? While it may seem like just another cent from the 1960s, the 1961 Lincoln penny is one that can be worth much more than its face value, depending on a few factors. There are key features and errors you should be aware of when assessing the potential value of this coin. So let's take a closer look at what to look for. The first thing to note is the mint mark. Depending on where this penny was minted, it could have a D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mint mark at all for Philadelphia. For many collectors, mint marks can make a significant difference in the value of the coin, especially when it comes to certain years. With the 1961 penny, D or S mint mark can make the coin more desirable to collectors due to the number of coins minted at those locations during that year. But what's even more interesting is the potential for errors on the 1961 penny. And that's where things get exciting for collectors. Minting errors are one of the key factors that can drastically increase the value of a coin, and the 1961 Lincoln penny is no exception. One of the most common errors to look for is the double die error. This error occurs when the coin is struck more than once, causing the design to appear doubled in certain areas. You'll often see this doubling effect in the date 1961 or the word Liberty. If you examine the date closely and notice that the numbers appear thicker or out of alignment, you could be looking at a valuable double die error coin. These types of coins are extremely desirable among collectors and can command higher prices on the market. Another error to look for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing part of the design to be missing or off-center. If you come across a 1961 Lincoln penny with an off-center strike, it could be worth more than a typical penny. Off-center strikes are rare and are highly sought after by collectors who appreciate unique and unusual coins. Additionally, there's the possibility of a repunched mint mark on some of these pennies. A repunched mint mark occurs when the mint mark is struck multiple times, resulting in a doubled or misaligned mint mark. If you find a 1961 penny with a noticeable repunched mint mark, it's another error that can increase its value. Now, let's talk about why this coin, and others like it, are valuable. There are a few important factors that contribute to the value of the 1961 Lincoln penny. First, there's the rarity of minting errors. While many coins are produced and circulated every year, only a small percentage of them end up with minting errors. These errors make the coins much rarer and more desirable. For collectors, owning a coin with a minting error is like owning a piece of history that's unique and special. Second, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. If you're lucky enough to find a 1961 Lincoln penny in mint condition, it could be worth far more than one that's been heavily circulated. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal wear and no signs of heavy damage, are highly valued by collectors. The better the condition, the higher the value, so it's always worth checking your coins for any signs of wear or damage before deciding if it's worth more than face value. And of course, there's the historical significance of the coin itself. Coins from the 1960s, particularly those that are in good condition or have minting errors, have become more sought after over time. As a result, the value of these coins has risen steadily, especially as collectors continue to seek out rare and unique pieces. Now, how do you spot a valuable 1961 Lincoln penny? First, always check the mint mark. If it has a D or S, it might be more valuable than a regular Philadelphia coin. Next, closely inspect the date and the word Liberty for any signs of doubling. If you see doubling in these areas, you may have found a double die error coin. Then, examine the overall condition of the coin. A penny that is in excellent or uncirculated condition will always be more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. Finally, check for any off-center strikes or repunched mint marks. If you find any of these errors, you've likely stumbled upon a rare and valuable coin. So, how much could a 1961 Lincoln penny with the right minting errors and in great condition be worth? Hold on to your seats, because the value can range from $2,500 to $90,000. Yes, you heard that right, $2,500 to $90,000 for a single penny. It's amazing how much value a simple coin from 1961 can hold, especially if it has a minting error or is in pristine condition. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a penny that might look simple at first glance but holds incredible value for collectors, the 1966 Lincoln 1-cent coin. You may be thinking, it's just a penny, how valuable can it be? Well, this 1966 Lincoln penny is one of those hidden gems in the world of numismatics, and it might just be worth much more than you ever imagined. If you're a coin collector or just someone interested in discovering valuable treasures, you'll definitely want to stick around for this one. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll look at your change a little differently. Let's start by taking a close look at the basic features of the 1966 Lincoln penny. On the obverse, front, side of the coin, we see the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been featured on the penny since 1909, and it remains one of the most iconic representations of U.S. currency. Above Lincoln's head, you'll find the inscription, "In God We Trust," while the word "Liberty" is etched to the left, and the year, 1966, is placed below his bust. Flip the coin over to the reverse side, and you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced on the penny in 1959. The memorial is a tribute to one of America's greatest presidents, and it remains one of the most recognized images on U.S. coins. The words, "United States of America," are inscribed above, with "E pluribus unum" below. At the bottom, the words, 1 cent, indicate the coin's denomination. Simple, yet powerful, the design on the 1966 penny carries deep meaning, and it's a reminder of the strength and unity of the United States. Now, here's where things get interesting. While the 1966 Lincoln penny may seem like just another regular penny to most people, it's actually quite unique. The value of this coin can be significantly higher than its face value, and that's all thanks to a few key factors: minting errors, the condition of the coin, and its rarity. Let's take a closer look at these factors and find out what makes the 1966 Lincoln penny so special. One of the first things to consider when evaluating a 1966 Lincoln penny is its mint mark. The mint mark, located near the bottom of the obverse side, tells us where the coin was minted. In 1966, Lincoln pennies were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those minted in Denver feature a D mint mark, and those minted in San Francisco bear an S mint mark. Coins with a mint mark are generally rarer than those without, which is one of the reasons why they may be worth more to collectors. If your coin has a mint mark, it could make it more desirable, especially in excellent condition. Now, let's talk about something even more exciting: errors. Minting errors are one of the key factors that drive the value of coins like the 1966 Lincoln penny. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the coin's production, and they can result in unique, one-of-a-kind coins. The 1966 penny has a few types of errors that collectors are constantly on the lookout for, and spotting one of these errors could mean a huge payoff. One of the most significant errors to watch out for is the double die error. A double die error happens when the coin is struck more than once by the minting die, causing the design to appear doubled. In the case of the 1966 penny, this error often shows up in the date, 1966, or in the word, "Liberty." If you take a close look at the date and notice that the numbers are doubled, or if the word "Liberty" appears doubled or blurry, then you found a double die error coin. These coins are highly valuable to collectors, and they can fetch much higher prices than a regular 1966 penny. Another error to keep an eye out for is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing part of the design to be off-center. The result is a coin where part of the image is missing or not fully stamped. Off-center strikes are considered rare, and coins with this error are always sought after by collectors. If you find a 1966 penny with an off-center strike, it could be worth far more than a typical penny. The third error to look for is a repunched mint mark. This occurs when the mint mark is struck more than once, causing it to appear doubled or misaligned. If your 1966 penny has a mint mark that looks like it's been stamped multiple times, it could be a repunched mint mark, which is a very collectible error. These types of errors are also in high demand, and they can significantly increase the coin's value. So, why is the 1966 Lincoln penny so valuable? The main reason is its rarity. While millions of these pennies were minted, the number of coins with minting errors is much smaller, making them much more rare and desirable. Minting errors are not something you can find every day, and collectors know that a coin with an error can be worth far more than a regular coin. In addition, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. A 1966 Lincoln penny that is in excellent condition, with minimal wear and clear details, will be worth far more than one that has been heavily circulated. The historical significance of the coin also adds to its value. The 1960s were a time of change in the United States, and coins from this period have become highly collectible as a result. As the years go by, coins from this era continue to rise in value, especially those that are in good condition or have minting errors. Now, let's talk about how you can spot a valuable 1966 Lincoln penny. First, check the mint mark. If it has a D or an S, it could be worth more than a penny minted in Philadelphia. Next, closely inspect the date, 1966, and the word Liberty for any signs of doubling, which could indicate a double die error. Then, look for any off-center strikes or repunched mint marks. If you find any of these errors, you could be holding a rare and valuable coin. Lastly, examine the overall condition of the coin. The better the condition, the higher the value. So, how much is the 1966 Lincoln penny worth? If you're lucky enough to find one with a minting error, in excellent condition, or with a rare mint mark, it could be worth anywhere from $2,200 to $97,000. Yes, you heard that right, $2,200 to $97,000, depending on the rarity of the coin and the condition it's in. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever found a 1966 Lincoln penny or any other rare coins in your collection? Maybe you've come across a minting error or something unusual that could make it valuable. Drop a comment below and share your experience with me. I love hearing from fellow collectors.